Your turn, Yugi boy.
What is up, guys? This is AlintheaYoh coming at you today with a discussion about trading in this trading card game that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently, I sold my binder, bulk sold to my T.O., Michael LaRosa of the Brotherhood. And I was thinking a lot about this over the past few months. And I was just thinking, I don't really trade anymore. When I went to the Brotherhood Christmas party, I brought my binder with me, but the night before I was like, oh, I might just update it just in case anyone wants anything. And I opened it up and I realized that I hadn't opened it since October. The Christmas party was in December, nearly 2 months ago. And I just thought, why do I have this? When cards get hyped, I don't actively go looking for them anymore. I don't really look at the trade binder. I bring it to locals, but I don't really take it out because I'm normally helping or talking to people. And I just thought, I don't need this. I don't need my binder. Now, just to quickly address a couple of things that I'm sure some people will be asking is 1, no, I am not quitting the game. 2, no, there are not decks in that binder. They are simply cards that I have spare. 3, the Ulti collection will never go anywhere. And yes, I will be bringing it back. I will be bringing those updates back. Trust me. But I just thought I don't really trade anymore. And this kind of fermented the idea of this discussion, which is, do you actually trade in Yu-Gi-Oh? So back when I was more into trading, when I had more time and when I was younger, I would always bring my binder to events. I'd make sure it's all up to date the night before to keep up with the current trends, to see what people want, what the hyped cards are, what the useful cards are, and basically just get rid of them for maximum profit. It was always something that was good, and arguably there are some good sides of trading and then there are some bad sides of trading, simply because some people, I'm sorry to say, are very irritating to trade with. You know those type of people who say, you go through their binder and you say, oh, value on this, and they're like, oh, that's not for trade. And I'm like, why is it in your binder? Sometimes I can understand, because I've done it before. I'll be like, oh, sorry, that's not for trade. I completely forgot to take that out, and I'll take it out. But they're just like, no, I just need somewhere to put it. And I'm like, please leave it at home. The other is when you're going through a trade and you pull out loads of different things and you're about £1 or £2 or whatever your currency is difference in the trade to, say, their side is slightly more expensive by £1 or £2 than mine. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you want to do? Do you just want to trade it off? And they're like, you don't have any other cards I want. And I'm like, okay, well, I can give you £2 or something. They're like, no, it's not really what I want. And then they'll walk away and I'm just like, what? The amount of times that that's happened to me where I've had £1 or £2 or £3 more value in my trade, and I'm just like, nah, it's fine, just leave it. We'll complete the deal and it's all fine, I don't care about that. It's just unreal. I feel like people need to just loosen up a bit. But I feel like I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, complaining. Those aren't the reasons why I've stopped trading. The reasons why is because I just don't have time for it anymore. As I said, I don't really have time to keep up with current trends. I have a lot of stuff I need to concentrate on, and trading is just something that I don't really do anymore. Simply because I get everything from my T.O. I'm sure you see all these big openings of the sets that you see, and I basically just buy all of my cards from my T.O. and that's kind of it. That's the way that I do it. Now, I know that I am in a privileged position to be in a full-time job and to be able to afford these cards and be able to put money into this hobby, and I realise that that is why that has really affected me not trading as much, because I know I can get those cards, or I can ask people all in the community if they have the cards, and I'll just get it off them very quickly. And I know that's a luxury a lot of people don't have, and I fully understand that, and I know that people need trading to be able to actually get those cards. I'm not saying trading is a bad thing at all. I think it is one of the best interactions you can have with a lot of different people, because more often than not, while I did complain earlier, it's actually a very enjoyable thing to trade in this community. I make so many different conversations with people, even before I did YouTube, because you might be saying, well, it's because you're quote-unquote famous and known, and people will always be nice to you. Well, that's also wrong. Many people are angry, it's very rude to me, but never mind. Even before I started doing YouTube, a lot of people, it was just so much fun to trade with, and that's how I made a lot of friends. So the basic question to you guys is, do you trade in Yu-Gi-Oh, and how much do you trade? Do you really depend on it to be able to get your card pool, to get your decks, to get all those side deck cards or anything that you need? Or are you just more in the middle category where you're like, I sometimes trade and I sometimes just buy? Or are you in the last category like me where you just hardly ever trade anymore? I realize vendors are going to be in a very different position because they are just in a different category of their own. So as I said, I want to know what you guys think. It's a bit of a different discussion, so I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, let me know down in the comments because it'd be really interesting to see. So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe, and I should catch you guys later.